Yes. Welcome back, Thoroughbreds, to another episode of Penalty Broncos podcast. We are the number one Broncos podcast that we listen to, coming to you from the bandwagon bar. We got one half of the forward pack online. Ringer, mate, how are you going? You look like you're struggling there. What are you doing, my boy?
I'm trying to show you something, Thoroughbreds, because I don't know if my camera is going to pick this up. Oh, it's not going
to pick it up.
Oh, no, my background. What? Well, anyway, imagine this right here.
There. Yeah.
I'll send the photo to Brito and he can superimpose it into the YouTube. But what I'm holding is a signed Titans jersey from the 2021 season that I won at a pub raffle. And I'm thinking this might be bad juju. I'm thinking I might have to ceremonially take that out the flat and burn the fucking thing because it's been in my house. And after this weekend's efforts, I've come home and I've seen it in the back of my cupboard when I was unloading some stuff. I was like, I don't like you. I really don't like you being in my house. It's never been displayed. It's never been on show. It's just been tucked away. I've won it at a pub raffle, like I said. So yeah, maybe we can do it as a giveaway to the Thoroughbreds that, have a Titan in their life or something, because it's fucking really got my goat at the moment to see that thing today. And after the weekend that we've had, Thoroughbreds, I'm sick of it. Like, we had a good weekend. We went over to Winton, small town next to us. We went to the show. It's their show weekend, rides and shit for the kids. Had an absolute fucking ripper family weekend, real wholesome sort of shit. Gets home last night and watches what was, not going to lie, a good game of football that we were on the wrong end of. And, come home and seen that. Not happy, Thoroughbreds.
Mate, is it when you opened the cupboard, was the drums of Jumanji fucking playing or some shit?
Yeah, it was a bit like that. And it was playing in my head when I was chucking my boots or whatever I was doing back into the cupboard, and I seen it at the back there. I was like, oh, Jesus, not good.
Not good at all. How was the show, mate?
Yeah, mate, it was good. Great for the kids. Kids love that shit, eh? Like, that we don't, not many, I suppose, you don't get to do the Sideshow Alley very often, and especially the little fellas out here don't. So they went absolutely ballistic on dodgems and jumping castles and trampoline rides and bloody shooting ducks and all that crap that you can do. And, it's good, mate. You get a Dagwood dog, you walk around and you drive the dodgem cars, have some fairy floss. It's just, it's that sort of nostalgic thing that everyone goes through. I think we all enjoy it. But yeah,
cool
mate,
memory stuff,
cool memory sort of shit. So kids loved it, mate. And not gonna lie, I didn't mind being in the dodgems, like beating up some kids too. Like, that's
I'm gonna be honest,
what it is.
I reckon I enjoy the dodgems as a parent more than what I did as a kid.
Exactly.
The thrill that my young fellas get, my youngest and all that get when we bloody on it, is insane.
Yeah,
they love
exactly.
it.
And especially when you're like trying to be like Schumacher, getting around the outside, dodging all the stuff in the middle. You start thinking that you're pretty good. So, there's definitely fun in it for the Thoroughbreds.
You get the little kid that talks shit to you in the fucking fairy floss line. He's over on the other edge. Line him up right in front of his fucking mum and dad. Oh, sorry, mate. Just a bit of dodgems,
It is what it is, boy.
Trying to have fun with the kids. Yeah, that's it. Is what it is. Move on. I spent the week in Brisbane again.
Yep.
Down there for work. Wasn't too bad. But good weather, actually. A little bit chilly. But as long as you're not in one of them wind tunnels that are racing through the city, you tend to go all right. So got back just in time. Mrs. jet set it off up to Cairns, had a soccer carnival up there for 2 of them. So I was home alone with 3 of them. Had a couple of soccer games, and we actually had Langer's oldest birthday party today.
Yeah.
We went down to Billabong Sanctuary, patted a snake, seen a fucking crocodile or two. Them crocodiles, dead set. Like,
yeah,
you just never ever appreciate what a crocodile will do.
No.
Like, we seen one. They got one big fella there. I don't know if his name's Junior or Jupiter, but he's just sitting out there sunbaking. She's a bit chilly here in Townsville, sitting there sunbaking, trying to warm his batteries up, and then like he's got to be 800 kilo of just prehistoric fucking muscle. And you just know that if he got your leg, you might as well kiss. Like, you'd hope that he ripped your leg off quick enough so that you could get away somehow.
So he didn't just drag you onto a submerged log there somewhere and fucking have his way with you.
Yeah, no, you just hope that he took the big toe and you could fucking worry about it later. But at the top of the show, Thoroughbreds, we'll do a bit of housekeeping. Make sure you like, subscribe, get ready to comment along everything, all the shit that we're about to talk. I'm a little bit. I do these show notes, right, and I do them in an order. Well, obviously, I don't know the score predictions or the results, and everything. And like you with the jersey, I'm starting to get in my own head about, am I the one that's fucking us over here? Like, if I need to get rid of all of last week's results so that there's no score?
Yeah.
And then I got to put in the name of the next team, and so if I accidentally had the same score as the Dragons game up. So when I put Broncos v Titans, it was already a loss. And I'm like, so, I'm starting to get super suspicious about that shit, mate. Like, we're doing all we can, Thoroughbreds, okay?
Yeah.
We're doing what we can.
Doing our best in the juju department.
That's it. Hopefully the players are doing their best where it counts and whatnot. And even Madge said in the press conference, they're trying. I got a bunch of kids here who are trying. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we know.
You're leaving that run late, though.
You're making us fucking work for it, Thoroughbreds. Jesus Christ, prompties, you're making us work hard for this belief.
There's only so much that reigning premiers will get you in a conversation these days.
Yeah. And that excuse is wearing really thin on the people that are giving us a lot of shit.
Especially when you look at the ladder and we've lost to the Eels, Titans, Dragons now. I think the only people we have beaten below us are the Dogs.
Yeah, exactly.
So they might even, I don't know, is there a chance they could jump up above us after tomorrow?
Yeah, they could.
Leave us a voicemail as well. We've got a regular. He's sending them in, which is great. Stu.
We love it. Stu, it's fucking...
love it.
It's so encapsulating.
He had to circle back this week. He dropped the load and then he had to come back again. Fucking send another one in. So we've got both of them lined up after the review and whatnot. And if you want to sponsor the show, email admin@penaltybroncos.com.au. That will be in the show description. All right, a little bit of general league chat before we get into the fucking ripping the Band-Aid off. What have we got here? We've got a couple of odd topics, actually. So, mate, this is a quick one. We'll get this one out of the way. I've got a neighbour. He's recently put the Aussie flag up, right? He's got spot for 2 flags, and he changes the other one out, origin, fucking whatever's going on. Sure, cool. Then, the old fella directly across the road from me, he's put an Aussie flag up on front of his house. Have you noticed, is there an increase in Australian flags flying around in the suburbs, in the houses and all that lately? Have you noticed in your travels?
I have. 100%. I seen when we, in our little show notes here, and I seen it was like, just sparked for me because, we have to drive a long way to go to anywhere, right? So you do a lot of miles. Like, and it's like we've put our flag up in the last 18 months.
Yep.
Like we've got a big flag at the front of our house here now, and we're in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, and there's a flag between us and town. There's a few in town, and then when you especially once you get closer to the coast, you notice a fair few front gates into small rural properties have got the Aussie flag flying at the front, and I don't care what anyone calls me. I think it's fucking great, mate. I love it. I love to see it. Like your old boy has always 100% always had a flag flying like at your home station. I remember that from when I was a kid. So, I think it's great to see a little bit of national pride coming back. Put the flag out there
Fucking
for
oath.
fucking oath. Like who?
Put any flag out there. I don't
Yeah.
give. If you're a fucking if you come overseas, and obviously the biggest sign of respect would be that you have the dual flags up, right? You've got your Aussie flag, and then you got your nationality flag, whatever. I fucking love it, mate. I know there was a bit of a stigma, back in the day where it was a bit American. Because, Americans are all about that shit. But no, like I'm all for it. And let us know in the comments if you guys run a flag, or if you're looking to run a flag or whatever. I'm slowly going to wear Mrs. Brito down. We might.
You might have to get a couple of sticky ones on the fucking mailbox to start with, and then just like, oh, well, that looks shit. We might as well put a flag hole up.
Well, I tell you what, if the guy next door, we've got one on this side. I reckon on this side, if he puts one up, show's over.
Bro, next thing I don't know if anyone's been to Townsville, used to go to Townsville. There's like a giant roundabout near the university hospital. It's like a fucking 200-foot flag there. Like that'd be Brito if both of his neighbours flank him. It's like, fuck, I got to win this.
Honestly, I reckon that's what the missus is worried about, eh? Like this, no, if I give him an inch, he'll run a fucking mile.
Fucking engineer with a big engineering firm that's losing a flag raise. It's like, we're going to fucking use our house as an anchor to have like a crane up, and then
what's the 480-ton crane sitting up out the front for? Oh, nah, look.
Next thing, you've got red lights on the top of it to warn the planes coming into the airport.
Hey, we're in the way. Let us know, Thoroughbred. If you run a flag and whatnot, I might put your best argument forward so that I can put it to the missus about why we should do it.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got? Now, another little bit of a topic. The NRL has limited the access that the content creators are allowed to have. They're really getting in. If you put any clip up of the NRL, they're shutting it down. Like they used to be they're pretty strict on it anyway, but now apparently they're stepping it up. And that affects like your big content guys like Hectic Fred and all that. But even like, the Hello Sport boys, they run a clip. I do wonder, Beak would be all right at Bloke because he's got KO sponsors. So it'd be a partnership there. But like it's affecting your boys here because we can't get the stats off the fucking website now. I just want stats. I pull them into my Excel spreadsheet and I do up some stuff. I'm promoting the game. We're talking. I don't
understand stats at all.
Yeah, like and even if you are looking for a deal, and I know we're coming up to that whole media deal thing, so they could be like, look, you get Prime. You get everything. It's all yours, sort of thing. Like, surely, even if you're half I'm not going to say half business savvy. Like, surely those guys are even like, well, fuck, these little guys actually help our game a whole lot. Like, there are places on the planet that even us could get to that they can't get to.
I would argue that at the moment it is, and especially in the rugby league sphere, the reason the game is at where it's at the moment, because like the groundswell, the grassroots stuff that's happening in the game is it's not because of KO and Fox and Nine. It's because of Hello Sport and Beak and Guru and Fred and like all these creators that sort of emerged at the same time, right? Like we had the social media and podcast sort of emergence in the game at the same time, and Volandi's come in and like it's a golden period. That sort of groundswell wasn't built by, because let's be honest, in that same time we lost Ray Warren. We've seen the sort of Fatty's not as big a part. Like the golden era of the TV rugby league had sort of started not falling down. I still think the coverage is very good and analysts is very good, but the sort of whole character side of it, you don't get the characters as much anymore.
It's shifted. From mainstream TV onto social media.
Yes,
is where it's moved to.
But that's where you're like, your half and half fan, I think, is more engaged by your social media clips of, so say someone that only follows rugby league for their team, right?
Mm.
But if they follow Hello Sport, they're like, oh, what's happening at Manly? They follow Beak, they get a little bit of, it's just,
everything.
they get more involved in the game. And honestly, I think it should be going the other way. Like the rights to the viewing should be huge because that is, people wanting to watch rugby league.
100%.
But the stuff like they should have a limit to clips. If they want, if you want, like it should be 7 seconds or 6 seconds, 5 seconds, whatever. And that's the clips you're allowed to use for content. And all the stats, like who owns stats? Like that's what the players do. Like I'd nearly argue the RLPA should be in there saying, well, they're the players' property. Like if anyone needs to be, I don't know. And I know I understand that someone has to take those stats and that is a cost to someone somewhere. But I think there's a better way in doing it because promoting the game the way that content creators do really gets more people involved, I think, from the grassroots than anything else at the moment.
Mate, I reckon they need to have access for clip farming. So, but it's obviously rules. You need to be verified on social media. Like that's just okay, I'm verified. I've got X amount of followers, maybe, and then you can go in and get your 7-second clip out of this game or this one and all that, and all that. There's got to be a better
And why
way.
can't they watermark it?
Yeah,
you can have the clip, but it's got NRL.com to watch, and you could have NRL fucking whatever go watch a full clip on KO.
Well,
or
normally
on
when we clip something like that, it is on there anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like we're like, no, I took this footage.
I went down to the sideline with my phone, and I've got this super 4K crisp fucking footage of Josh Adokar putting one down in the corner.
Yeah, and I paid the commentators to talk over it. And,
exactly. Like that's how stupid it is, isn't it?
Mate, I can tell you right now, I do not watch NRL 360. I maybe the most NRL 360 I watch is the stuff that ends up on social media.
Yeah, yep, that's pretty fair. Yeah,
that's it. I get everything else through other content creators or directly through the Broncos social media.
Yeah.
So like
Or X, like you said, X. You watch bloody NRL 3, like Fox League, like their socials page, and you get all the good clips anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's not fucking.
So I don't know what the answer there is. Obviously, we're too small to give a shit. But it'd be good to try and do better. I think we'll skip the next one. We're just going to talk about the bunker, but I mean that's just whinging about shit for the sake of whinging. I think just real quick, Wayne Bennett knocked it on the head. Let's just go back to living with the decision that the ref made on the field. Stop spending all this money on the bunker. Let's start spending it on the referees. I think we've said that on this podcast quite a few times. What are we doing? Like,
well, at the moment, like we bought, like
the
bunker was bought. Well, I think and this is going to be rinse and repeat, but just very quickly, the bunker was bought in to take the howlers out of the game.
Correct.
Because
we still have howlers,
and like poor old Cowboys, whatever. Well, fuck the Cowboys, but there was a period there where it was like Foran's hand of God, right?
Yeah.
Which knocked them out of the semi-finals. A 7-tackle fucking set that was against the Cowboys too for some reason. But anyway, whatever. The bunker was sort of bought in for that. No, he definitely touched the ball. That's a knock on.
Yeah.
The nitpicking, and like honestly, at the moment they're like out thinking the room. Like that Tom Chester try, right, where he's going to score a try, the ball gets knocked out,
bro,
and then he jumps on it, and they still call it a try. It's like, but isn't that? How can that be anything but a knockback from the player that's knocking the ball? I have no fucking idea.
It's a loose carry.
But aren't you allowed to stop the player from scoring a try? I thought you could rake it in goal if there was 7-1 if you wanted to.
Maybe that's I think but it's got to be in the goal line.
So he must have been like 2 centimeters out.
But I mean, you can't. Anyway,
it's not a try. Can't if you want to call it a knock on and give the Cowboys back the ball, it just takes away the point of having a try. And then, like, salty, yes, salty. But, I mean, we get a player that gets a hip drop and hit in the head twice in our game, and, like, zero come out of that, and it blew me away how, like, not even a penalty for any of that when you see other shit that happens in the game that you get penalised for. So, I think the bunker has to, yes, it needs to take a huge step back and just, it's for the howlers. I don't mind them reviewing tries because there are certain times, but the nitpicky way they're going about, like, they're trying to talk themselves out of giving the try or trying to talk them, you know what I mean? Like, it seems to be that they're looking for reasons to. Even today, there was a captain's challenge and it was an offload from a Tiger, maybe. No, it was from the Dragons player. An offload backwards and it flicked his finger and anyway, and they called it a knock on. It's like, yeah, but at no point did the ball go any more forward. He offloaded it and touched it again. Like, you're looking for reasons to make that a knock on.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know. It just gets too nitpicky. When the whole reason it was brought in was just to knock out the howler.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll never be satisfied as fans, I don't think. What do you reckon, mate? Like, is that what you, like?
I would rather go back to complaining about a howler than complaining about a howler that was missed.
By, like, 700 angles.
Or a manufactured howler.
Yes,
I just like, you know what? I just missed it, and I've said it before. I've missed the days of Harrigan, where did you see that call that Harrigan did? What a fucking dog, blah blah blah. Gordon called him a cheat. He got sent off. All this sort of shit. And then you moved on with your life.
Yeah,
like
because it was a ref's decision. That's it.
Yeah, it was his decision, and you had to. And that's what you tell your kids: play to the whistle. All that sort of shit.
True.
But anyway, that's enough. Let us know again. Thoroughbreds, comment away. Before we move on to the game review, it is the F1 Monaco round currently over the weekend. Now, not a massive fan of F1. I will watch it. I enjoy it. I love anything that's got wheels and a bit of speed. Probably only really watch it if there's obviously an Aussie about, and apparently there is one, so that shows you how much that is true for me. But Daniel Ricciardo, shout out. However, I am a massive fan of Monaco, huge fan of money.
Been there since day one.
Yeah, I'm a day oneer of Monaco, mate. I can tell you that. So I thought I'd just bring some facts in the spirit of the weekend of what's going on. Some small facts that maybe the Thoroughbreds weren't aware of Monaco. So the entire country takes up around 2 square kilometres. So to put that in perspective, that's 40 times the size of Suncorp. However, it's still smaller than the Central Park in New York.
Right.
They have wedge. Well, you can walk, they reckon, you can walk from one side to the other in under an hour.
Wow.
Yeah. So Uber is going to fucking tough it out in Monaco. I can tell you that. When it comes to me anyway, I'm walking. But there's 38,000 people jammed into 2 square kilometres. And that makes it, I think it's the third wealthiest country in the world. Because 30% of those 38,000, around 12,000 people are multi-millionaires.
Yeah.
So if you walk into a cafe, and there's 10 people in there, 3 of them have got some serious bicky in their banks.
And the other 2 are waiters and chefs.
Yeah. Then there's got to be 1 Billy in there.
Yeah, there's a Billy there somewhere.
Yeah. And they have no personal income tax. That's the kicker. So
that it sucks.
However, to be a resident at Monte Carlo, to get the personal income tax slashed, you need to have accommodation there, and I'll get to how much that costs. You need to have a clean criminal record. You need a substantial bank relationship. So that means that you need to deposit at least 500,000 euros into a Monaco bank. You need to have that in cash. So we're looking at, what's that, 1.2, 1.3 milli. So you got to have that in there, and you got to spend at least 183 days per year there, which I was looking at the temperature.
Oh, no.
I was looking at oh no. You want me to spend time at the bottom of France and weather of 40 degrees in the summer and just around 10 degrees in the winter.
Yeah, it's like fucking 4 degrees out here now, blowing a fucking gale. So like, I know.
I'll probably get drunk on the fucking wine smells that are singing through the valley out there. So to get an accommodation, so I've got a clean criminal record. I do not have a substantial bank relationship. I can definitely spend 183 days there. So I've only got 2 boxes there I need to actually check off. One of them is the real estate. Now, real estate there regularly exceeds 163,000 Australian dollars per square meter. So a modest 100 square meter apartment will set you back about 18 million Australian dollars.
Yeah, well, that's a barrier to fucking entry, isn't it?
Like, can you be like, hey, you just need to give us 1.3 in the bank? Yeah, absolutely no worries. Right now, you need to go buy some property. Chief,
ooh, you had me at 1.3 in the
bank. Yeah, and then the tickets for the F1. They often exceed 30,000 Australian dollars for the weekend there. I think you can get, if you want to hire a boat, or if you want to be a part of a boat that's on the side, I think you're looking at 10,000 or maybe 20,000 a day, because that includes the packages and shit that you get. During the Monaco Grand Prix week, reportedly there's only 110 berths. Now, the port itself, Port Hercules, because it was rumored that Hercules himself created the port when he passed through one day.
He had to be to fucking afford to do it.
Yeah. They have 700 berths overall, but because of the size of the yachts that they get in, the super yachts and everything, they've got to reduce it down to 110. And so many billionaires can't actually get a spot, and they got to anchor offshore, and then they tender or helicopter in. No airport in Monaco. You got to go to Nice if you want an airport, but you can helicopter in and out. There's a helipad there that gets a bit of work.
Of course there is. Fuck me.
Yeah. I think that in peak season they get a helicopter every 20 minutes, apparently. So what I'm trying to say there is that even if you're a billionaire, over the Monaco Grand Prix weekend, they can still be like, sorry, mate, we're full. You got to fuck off.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being a billy and just being like, oh, you left it too late?
Yeah, getting left on a. But this is my only fact about Monaco when I've seen it on the run sheet and a couple of clips we've been watching in the group chat. Kimi Räikkönen, I don't know if Thoroughbred have seen, had a crash out in practice, walked the fuck out of that vehicle, over the fence, down the road, across the beach, onto his fucking yacht. That's some fuck you money, isn't it? Like, that's a sport that's like, is that really a sport, or is that just the richest cunts in the world going, look how fast I am? Because fuck me, that's one of the coolest things I've seen. He just like, well, burn that bitch, build me another one, and I'll be over here if you need me. Like, ridiculous.
That's a legendary. So I love that one. The best quote that I can associate Monaco with is, "You're never the richest person."
Yeah.
And so if you wanna get a bit humble with your money, you go and head over to old Monaco and see what's cruising up and down the street.
Yeah. Flop the monetary hog out.
Oh, mate. It'd be like my fucking real life if that's the case. Just different scenery. All right. Let's get it. Let's fucking rip this Band-Aid off. Oh, we've been doing this for far too long. Now, even when you look at our last 5 games, Thoroughbreds, we don't have a W.
Yeah, it's rough.
No W. It's rough. It's a rough year. Wheels are starting to wobbly. I've only done the notes. We'll race through it. We'll talk about some tries, and we'll try and not cry, but we'll get there. Suncorp Stadium, Saturday night. Fucking look beautiful. There was 41,087 in attendance, 78% of Suncorp. Had a glorious Cowboys v Dolphins. If anyone watched that with the sunset in the background at that stadium, just great rugby league environment. Oh, so good. And then we go down to Suncorp. The ground looked a bit shitty, but looked like that cold sort of, rainy sort of setting, which it has been down there. First half, 12-10. We went into the sheds. The Broncos went in with a 2-point lead. Unfortunately, Titans came back out in the second half and outscored the Broncos 11-18 for a 23-28 loss. Heartbreaking sort of stuff. Normally, we're on the other end of that stuff. But it is what it is. Stats. Fuck. We actually won the stats in a lot of areas. 52% possession. We had 84% completion up against 74%. We had 42.59 average set meters, over 41.88. And those numbers, we did a great defensive number, really, on meters in the first half. So I'd love to be inside the inner walls of Red Hill just to see and hear and look at what's going on. Tackle efficiency, 89.96%, so just a tick below that 90%, up against 86.78. Broncos made 328. Titans made 348. Missed 29. They missed 37. We only had 8 ineffective. They had 16. Errors, 10-13. We won that count. Penalty count was 5-2. Ruck, 1-4. Inside 10, we got pink once. No one on report. I thought someone did go on report, but nobody.
No, not even
nobody showed up.
Mm.
Yeah, let us know what you think about that hip drop, ladies and gents. I can see the argument. Like, his feet didn't come off the ground all the way. Sure, I don't know. He certainly did use his body weight
on the back of someone's legs.
On the back of someone's legs to do the tackle.
Them.
That's
in the actual scoring.
I thought that was a hip drop. If you use your body weight on the back of their legs to enact a tackle, I thought that was a hip drop. But anyway, whatever. Who knows? Kick defusal, 57%. Pretty sure Reese's kick defusal was
100%
fucking up there.
Yeah.
Doing them run up jumps that you like to see, mate.
He done them. I was so nervous for most of them, but he was so good.
Yeah. Yep. Kick diffuser for them was 53%. We had 8 offloads. They had 5. Play the ball speed was 3.45 seconds to 3.57. Interchange, 7 apiece. And we had 1 HIA with Duffy, obviously, but he passed that one. So we'll get into the notes here for the game.
Yeah.
The referee was Jared Cole. Mate, thoughts? How many games has he done? Where did he come from? He doesn't even have a picture on the NRL app.
Yeah, he's a bit like Ben Tulty from half of last year. He didn't have a picture even though he's on the team list. Mate, honestly, I didn't mind the way he adjudicated the game. He was not in it for a lot of it, which was beneficial, I thought. Stay out of it. He called the ones that needed to be called. I liked it. I thought he was pretty good. Really, I didn't see any howlers there. From my end, so
I'm pretty sure he is a Townsville lad.
Okay.
I think so. I think he lives up here. He's officiated 6 NRL premiership matches as a first grade referee. He built an extensive officiating resume, serving as an NRL touch judge. I haven't even seen him on the fucking touch judge, to be fair. And he's done 160 Queensland Cup games.
Good boy. Referee. See, Queenslanders promoting the fucking best of the best, I think the best thing you can say about him is that did anyone notice that he run a fuck? No, and I think that's exactly what you want from a referee. Yeah, completely unnoticeable.
We had someone in the chat on the social medias say that we'd got most of the ref calls, and I mean that might be true because when you're biased and you're getting them, you don't fucking notice them, but. I don't know. I thought he let quite a few go that would have normally been pulled up. And then there was a bit of a dangerous period there where I believe we challenged and got a head high awarded for us. And I was like, this shit stinks like Origin because now we've set the precedent for what is a head high and going for. And even after that, though, there was a few instances where we didn't. There wasn't a head high ping sort of thing. So I was like, okay, I don't know. Anyway. Hats off to you, Jared.
Good on you, Jared.
Yeah. You can ref us again until you
Yeah.
First half, first 20, Preston Ricky, first note that I've got, great hit on Mo off the kickoff.
Oh, yeah.
And he went for Tino in the same set too. There was very vocal from the Thoroughbreds about Ricky's input over the last couple of weeks. And, like, warranted too.
Mm.
You know, sure, 3 runs, 19 minutes. I know we didn't have the ball, but then you go back and have a look at the other games and you got a case there. Kinney with a poor start, drops the first 5th tackle kick. Unfortunately, he didn't fucking keep it up.
Yeah.
Arthur's nearly scores there off the regather, and then he nearly scores again in that set. Got close, but foot out on the touch and bundled in and whatnot. So, mate, just thoughts on the start of the game so far?
It looked like a typical Queensland derby, didn't it? Like, teams were going good. I was very impressed with Preston very early, actually. I thought I thought the boys' aggression as a team was good. The intent looked there. I thought, oh, here we go. We've unlocked the Broncos again with the black jersey. They really turn up for this game. Was getting a little bit panicky when we didn't cross the stripe when we were dominating. But I was thinking, we can do this. But yeah, like early on, mate, it was great. It was good football. It really was good football.
Yeah, 100%. Shock horror, we give away the first 6 again, is what I've written there. Also, there was a high shot from Jack Goz on Beau Fermor, I think.
Yeah.
All in the one set. And then I thought Renault might have hurt his arm there for a bit too, but
it got caught. It looked bad in the replay.
Yeah. Anyway, he fired on from there, obviously. Weird run of play after a Tino drop ball that sees us have to replay the ball twice. So Tino drops the ball, we get it. Then it was deemed that the player, I think it was Piakura, moved off the line. So we had to go back and play the ball again. And then there was a push in the ruck or some shit. And Jared went, stop, go back, play that again. Like, don't push him sort of thing. So, yeah, okay. All right. Good defense. At the 7th minute mark, I've noted, the Titans only made 28 meters.
Yes.
So muscling up, which was great. Now, I know you've got a few things to say about this fella, and you might want to get it out of the way early, but because he's mentioned all the way through here. Great ball from Anderson after a line break, gets Karapani in some space. Sags grubbers through, gets a repeat set for a Titans dropout. They go longish, and we get a 6 again, our first of the game. Mate, Anderson, thoughts on him?
Well, it's a shame he got hurt, isn't it? And, when he did, because every time you see him play, you go, he's such the opposite of what we have in our stocks, right? We've got these big, aggressive, sort of, I don't know, intimidating backs, I suppose, like coming through the ranks with our Coates, Verhovens, Dean Mariners, like they're explosive sort of players. And Grant Anderson is like a run, no shade, but like a white boy, right? In amongst all of these. Yeah. But every time you see him play, you go, fuck, he's good. He's just he's so consistent. So he seems to poke his nose through a hell of a lot. He's always in the right position.
I wonder if he's sneaky quick.
He must be. He has to be a lot quicker on ground than he looks. Not. He doesn't look slow, but I mean,
yeah.
He always seems to
just
get his
that
nose
acceleration
through.
might get you.
He just gets that nose through and then creates opportunities. And like it's like again, it's like, Jesus, another player. He's going to the Warriors. I know this is how rugby league works, but it's like, fuck, I'd love to have him.
His pass selection as well is pretty
very good. Yeah, and
so
he has that. What's the word? It's not so much confidence as in game awareness, where even if it's there but it's not the right time, he just takes a tackle, quick play the ball, goes again. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't do the silly stuff. So
always pushing up,
always there. I reckon. Yeah, he was very good this game for us.
That set ends after our 6 again, where Walsh fires the ball to Stagg, who drops it. It's ruled a double knock on, thankfully. Otherwise, fucking Brimson was gone. And that would have been depressing straight away. Anderson with a great kick chase. Regather gets an offload to Karapani. I remember that one. Karapani tackled on. He has a good crack, tackled on 5th. And again, Anderson just there. Doing
gets
things.
up, takes the ball.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mate, I honestly, I've got it written right at the end, but I'll say it now. Fucking Shibbo needs to look out because he may not get a look back.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
we know what Madge is like. Once you got the jersey, you've got it. You need to fuck up to lose it. So, got a bit of a opinion on that when it comes to Ezra as well, but we'll get to that. Arthurs drops the ball on a Titans 5th tackle kick. That will please all the haters out there who think he's shit under the high ball. Fresh set for the Titans, 20 metres out. However, boys did well. Set ends with a 5th tackle grubber and a Reece Walsh clean up, and he gets back into the field of play. Gets up hobbling, but that's really nothing new for old Reese boy. He does that a bit. Not a great set immediately because we get dominated in a bit of tackling there, but thankfully Renault kick, he punches that. I think he kicked it on the 30 and we got them on their 30 or their 20.
Yeah, no, it was but in Reese's defense and all this, and I've seen a lot of carry on about, and God, he was cranky and whatnot. Yeah, but it's like maybe he had a fucking cunt of a day. Anyway, I will admit, thoroughbreds, if you're here for Reese bashing, you're not going to get it from this white boy, right? Okay, like I'm a sycophant. Like if you watch that first tackle when he gets up hobbling, he gets a knee driven fair into the core of his ass. And, like, you can see him pick it up. Like, it's not a hamstring. It wasn't tightness. He got caught in the fucking where your hip joins your ass bone. Like, that's exactly where he got hit. So that would have been a cunt. But he was cranky all night. And Greg Alexander had a field day saying, Walsh is cranky. Walsh is cranky. He's like, well, I don't know. If he wasn't there, we fucking probably don't score a point. So I don't know.
Yeah,
hate all you want.
Yeah, I've got nothing bad against Reese with it. He had a few issues, but I think there was a lot of players that also had a couple of poor moments. Benny Hunt, for example. Reese doesn't have to battle Sami if Hunt makes a tackle sort of thing. So, but in saying that, rumour is he's got the call up to Queensland is what's hot off the press. And we'll know probably by the time this goes out live.
Yeah,
but apparently he's replaced Ezra on the bench there. So
not surprising.
We'll see. That's about the time that Duffy cops a bit of a head knock, HIA, and bang. I'm going to say this. He went off the field immediately. And the reason why I say that is because what will come up later on. Ezra back on the field. I've got a comment here. Does he spark up? Now, look, masterstroke if we had won it from Madge by carrying Ezra as 18, but we have Ben Hunt for that reason. To me, if you're going to drop a player and make that kind of statement, he needs to play Q Cup that weekend and not be on the bench. I understand extended bench, I understand the way that the game goes, but if you are going to make that sort of statement, I would have just have the weekend off, go play Q Cup. Magpies, I think he's got to line up for.
Go pump some losers, get your confidence up.
Yeah, exactly. Like, because I don't know if this has done Ezra any good, especially with the hate that he's copping. I mean, we put out a reel fucking paying him out, right? So he's going to see that. He's going to see multiple other people going 10 times worse all week now about the decision he made at the end of the game. And I just don't know if that was the right call.
And backing you up there, Brito, is that there's this bloke that we have that's sitting on the bench called Josh fucking Rogers.
Yeah, yes.
That has not done a single thing wrong. So if Madge wanted to make a statement, like, it's not as if we didn't have another half there to sit in Ezra's spot. So if Duffy got hurt, Josh Rogers goes on. And, Ezra deserves everything that's coming to him this week. But people are very short-sighted because he did create some absolute havoc when he ran the ball. Like, we've seen the glimpses. And I understand people, and I'm one of them. I'm saying, well, okay, Ezra, why aren't you doing that for 80 fucking minutes? You're a gun. Yeah. Like, you're a gun running 6. Like, you could be the best in the comp, and we mightn't get you the best ball at times, but Jesus, mate, you need to insert yourself. But like you said, if Madge is making a statement, put Josh Rogers out there. Do you think Josh Rogers is going to not do a job? in that
100%.
situation.
Yeah.
You've still
Yep.
got Walsh, you've still got Hunt, you've still got Renault. I don't know. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with
Yeah.
you. Send him back to the Magpies, make him go put 7 try assists on and score to himself and have a week,
Yeah.
and then just and reward the bloke that's done nothing wrong by sitting there in reserves, and he could have had a game. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just me.
No. That's exactly what I was sort of going. Like, it didn't quite make sense. So anyway, Arthurs catches a kick, sends it to the middle of the field. Fuck me, I was getting nervous when they did this all night.
Yep.
Arthurs would just sling it to the center of the field. I don't know if they identified Karapani as being lethal against who he was up against, but
I know
they wanted Karapani with the ball. Fuck me.
And they kept just firing it at him in Nelly in the line. I'm like, oh, this is dangerous.
Good thing he's got good hands.
Yeah, right.
I've got a note here. Hate Goz in the second row. Love that he's playing a floating prop role.
Yeah.
He did. He threw the ball for Stags to score later on.
True.
So, hats off to him. And I haven't actually looked at his stats when it comes to overall, but he didn't do too bad. But I know he was in a bit of a heated exchange with Walsh there, but I don't know what that was about. I think maybe he was having a whinge and Jack might have pulled him up and he's just let go. But because Goz had nothing to do with what happened in that set.
I think and what I gathered from is that he's trying to get him to run lines. I was like, because he was doing lots of hand gestures about whatever. I was like, Walsh, he's been playing prop, and any other time he's been in the second row, he's been for Piakura on the other side. Calm down a little bit. Fuck me dead. And
I don't
did
mind
anyone
it,
think that Jack Goz was bad? I didn't. I thought he defended actually quite well in the circumstances, and it just highlights how fucking excellent Jordan Ricky is for all the haters out there.
Yeah. Well, he tackled at 88.89%, 32 tackles, 2 missed, 2 ineffective.
Pretty fucking decent on the edge. Yep.
He's credited as 1 intercept. We'll get to that.
Yeah, boy.
Anyway, embarrassing for the Titans. I've got it. Falcon on the 5th tackle.
Oh, that was
everyone's just looking at it, and an old mate just cops it straight to the scon. Piakura regathers it. He later scores. It's the 19th minute. The Broncos put up a crossfield bomb on the 5th tackle. Everyone's standing around having a look. Titans cop a Falcon. Broncos regather, get a repeat set. 4th tackle. Broncos strip the Titans for numbers on our left edge. Piakura to crash over, basically untouched. Reynolds does convert. Score is 6-0. Thoughts, mate?
Yeah. I thought this was how we should have laid the platform for the rest of the game. This wasn't extravagant. It wasn't out of the box weird plays with shape. It was
punishing an error.
Punishing an error with running straight and hard using this gun that we've been told's been a gun for 3 years now. And every time we seem to give him the opportunity to shine, he shines, right? We very rarely give this kid the good line running options and get him some one-on-one. And in this game, it seemed to be that we actually blossomed his talent by giving him some opportunity to flourish. And we abandoned that for 70 minutes for the rest of the game. We give him a couple opportunities. He sets up 2 tries.
Yeah.
Scores 1, sets up 1. And then for the rest of the game, we sort of don't pursue that same sort of mentality where we just straight and hard. We have the cattle. Straight and hard is going to beat a lot of teams. So I'm so glad for Brendan though, because Jesus, he looks like a gun when he's doing stuff like that. I just piss missiling into a hole.
Yeah. If Madge did fucking fire him up, he certainly took it on board this week.
Fuck yeah, exactly.
So.
If someone took the big spray personally, it was Brendan, because he come out with a fucking bugged bear.
He was doing good. And then, so that's the end of the first half, first 20. We're into the back 20 now of the first half. I've got it set after points. Buck is barely back in the stable. Ezra puts Anderson through for a half line break. He then offloads to Ezra, who's doing a bit of a wrap around. Ezra takes off, makes a few more meters. Had Karapani on his outside, but he if
done
he
what
had
we asked.
Yes, if he had passed it and fucked the pass, we'd be like, just die with the ball. We've got a full set, rah, rah. Then just immediately after that, they just spin it right. Stags does some dancing along the touchline. Beautiful, beautiful in flight, the black jersey on Stags, and scores on the sideline. So Reynolds converts that one as well, 12-0. Mate, thoughts on that? We're back here again under, 19th minute to the 22nd minute. 3 minutes, bang, bang.
And this is like, I was about to try and send a meme about break glass. When Bronco season in trouble, break glass for black jersey, right? Like, because at this stage, we're like, okay, now, like, these boys have got their confidence back. They're starting to do exactly what they should be doing to the second last team in the comp. A great try by Katoni.
Yeah.
The spatial awareness for his, like, the way he sort of awkwardly jumped to get that ball down barely.
Yeah.
Keeping his feet in.
I thought he was gone.
100%. And he somehow stayed in. But, this is what we can do. Like, Ezra made the great play of putting Anderson through the hole, supported, died with the ball, which was like, thank fuck. Good boy, died with the ball.
Yep.
And then it's just like, okay, well, we've got him shot, which we'll come back to later, Thoroughbreds. I'm sure we've got him shot on this side. Let's spin it to the other side and see what comes. And Katoni does his job, which is great.
Yeah. I was up and I was like, like I'm on the couch. I've got the lappy. I'm doing the notes. Fucking Langers has got internet shit, so he's trying to hook up. He's trying to doing these ones.
Yeah.
Langers is trying to get on the Uncle Elon, to help him fucking fix the scenario, and I'm ready for it. I've got the couch stretched right out, fucking laptop going. This is great. This is gonna be easy. The worst part about this is I'm gonna have to fucking do extra on the socials to get our stories out.
I'm going to have to stop it at some stage.
Yeah. And then 14th minute, I think, no, not 14th minute. It's on the 15th minute to go in the half. I think I've meant to have there. Sorry. We have a cheeky little stat pop up in the bottom.
Cheeky stats.
2025. Rounds 1 through to 13, the Broncos went 5 out of 7. Points differential was plus 14. Ladder, 11th. We ended up going in the next rounds from 14 to 27. We ended up going 10 and 2. Points differential of plus 158. This year, we've gone 5 and 7 again in rounds 1 through 13. However, we are negative 61. Points differential, but we are still sitting 11th. And then I had question marks, obviously, for what we're going to do ahead. We did not kick off.
Did not do what we wanted.
Only another -5, but fuck me. It's halfway through the season, Thoroughbreds.
I know, and we're languishing.
The reigning premiers only last 12 months. You can't.
Yeah.
We got to give it back at the end of the year. Unfortunately, it could be to another fucking team who pumped the Tigers today.
Oh, those fuckers.
Absolute bloodbath. Couldn't happen to a better team, but we'll move on. I've got here, and this is before he broke our hearts. I've got here Sammy, an old dog. He's going to have to be the most underrated signing for 2027 or what? Like, he'll
100%. He's coming directly into my Supercoach team next year, playing for the fucking Dragons, because he is going to get
Drinkwater.
He's going to get all of their ball. He's going to get all, and he's one of them players, right? He's got that little bit of gags about him, a bit of Dane Gagai. If Billy just went fucking full rogue and said, "I'm going to put Sammy in," no one would fucking give a shit in Queensland. They'd be like,
"No,
that cunt's going to do a job. He's going to try his absolute guts out because he's got that bit of, just that little bit of a fucker in him, hasn't he? Like he's a bit of a dog.
He loves a good, like he's probably got. I wonder if he's got the most cold moments in NRL. because he did the King Gutho, like he
Yeah, yeah.
loves it. He did that, and then I think he chase the fox down
Chase the
or
fox
something.
down, and
Yeah,
then this like
and then
last
just
night,
ran around Reese.
and then kissing to the crowd while they're barely fucking in front. It's like, calm down, but just like, we
Yeah,
love you, Phil.
yeah, he's good.
Not while you're doing it to us, but
Yeah,
anyway, you get it.
Arthur's back to being a safe set of hands. I
Yeah,
think he took like his third catch in a row, and I was like, all right, we're back. We're not having
yeah,
a shocker. Piakura with that dog in him because he's out there ruffling rib cages,
yeah.
running straight as well. P. Ricky, so it's about, he was on for 28 minutes, right? So 12 minutes and a half left to go, and he come off for his first stint. I was like, he's done really well, better than what he did. He came off on the 19th minute against the Dragons, so he stayed on for another 10 minutes roughly. So I thought I'd go and have a look at his stats. In 28 minutes, he did 5 runs for 52 meters with 21 post contact. I like that. That's 10 meters a run, right? With a bit of nose poke out the other side. 2 offloads, and he went 17 tackles, 0 missed.
Yep.
So I was like, that's solid for the number 8.
100%. When we're fucking when we're down, the players we're down, what more can you ask for the kid? 2 offloads is big.
Yeah.
For us, we don't offload.
Titans get a grubber through the line. Arthurs knocks it back. Set restart. We go short. Anderson pops it up again. Knocks it back cleanly too. And Piakura knocks it on.
And cold. It was like, oh,
yeah.
God.
But Anderson just getting up and about.
Yeah.
Fucking. Piakura takes a knock on personally. Nearly kills Curtis Moran. Fuck me, he hit him hard, eh? Fuck. Like,
Piakura hit Curtis Moran that hard. He hurt his own sternum.
Yeah.
Like, that's how fucking hard he hit him. He hit him with the shoulder and hurt his sternum. That's the reverberations. But yeah, like you said, how did fucking Moran stand up after that? Because it was right in the breadbasket.
Unfortunately, he didn't only just stand up, he fucking scored a try.
Yeah. This is
in the 29th minute, in a calamity of errors.
Yeah.
Jack Goz races out of the line to shut down a play. Like, sure, whatever. Gets it all wrong. Tries to recover. Somehow the Titans offload to him. He takes it clean. Gets tackled. Drops the ball over the try line. Curtis Moran puts his hand on it. Try time Titans. Campbell does convert. We're now 12-6. Mate, thoughts on that? It's just fucking unlucky.
Mate, that was it's not the first time tonight that it's like the footy gods weren't in our favour. Like, Jack Goz made the mistake, rectified the mistake, and then also made the next mistake. Like, within fucking four seconds of each other. Like,
yeah.
Like, because he got the ball, and as he was hitting the ground, they punched it out. It fucking comes out. And, like, Brandy Alexander was trying his hardest to blame Reece Walsh for it. I was like, how is that Reece's problem, Brandy? Come on. Like, and they dove over the top and scored a try. Like, no one is ready for that sort of shit. Like, that's just unlucky. Yeah. And anyway, we move on.
Yeah, we concede one there, unfortunately. And, you know, that was the luck. That was the moment. As Madge kept saying in the press conference, it was a game of moments.
Yep.
And that was the moment.
Yep.
That it would turn out. Now, Duffy comes back on. Mam is off. I like this call from Madge to just, no, you're only on there to do that job. Get off now, and we'll leave this kid go back to where I was. He's got the 6, so put him back on. Hunt also comes on, which I thought for Pakesy. So I thought that was a bit interesting. I would have thought Pakesy sees out the half and then maybe plays 5 minutes or something into the second half. Walsh yet to really force his presence is what I've got, but I wonder if that is on purpose or not. Like he had taken a few runs. I mean, he was punching out the run meters there fairly well. But like it just, and I was like, maybe they've identified something. We know that Renault doesn't really get the gel thing, so maybe it's like, look, just hold off until we're in a certain section of the field, and then you do your thing, and we'll go back to that sort of play that sort of we seemed to do leading into the finals last year. But anyway, Piakura with an awkward. Did you want to say anything about Walshy there?
No, just Walshy, he sort of can't win with the Thoroughbreds, right? Because when he over injects himself into a game, he gets blamed for being a hog.
Yeah,
when he sort of sits back and waits for the opportunity to come, it's like, why isn't he getting more involved?
Yeah.
It's like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
he's rocks and diamonds, and so are we, sort of, with him.
Exactly.
Like,
100%.
we want the world, but just ease up a bit.
And there's a few times in that period where when we were playing shape, and for some reason Renault and not for some reason, sometimes you can't just give him the ball every single time, but he'd play short or play straight to Gajewski or someone else, and like Reese was obviously frustrated, like he'd throw his hands up and carry on. But I mean,
I do, like, this is fucking Hollywood sort of shit here. I'm like, are they doing that to try and fool the Titans later on?
Yeah, definitely. He doesn't have to give the ball every fucking time. And I like that. But
just the carry on that Reese did, though. Like, was that legit frustration, or was it like, oh, they're not giving it to Walsh, or like, that's what I'm going. I'm going at like a Hollywood angle here.
Could be too, because when he did get it a few sets later, he goes bang bang.
Yeah,
pulls the trigger at exactly the right time. So
who knows? Piakura with an awkward tackle here. I don't know if you remember this one, mate, but he ended up inside out and around about. Fucking somehow ended up on top of the tackle and then on his neck, and then poor bastard, he's all sorts, still probably recovering from that.
Just hit. Trying hard.
Yeah, just coach said it's all right to bleed from the ears. Unfortunately, that brings us to the 35th minute, where Zane Harrison has a no try. Not unfortunately, sorry. We get it, but we get there to an unfortunate bit. Payne Haas takes a run. A 6 again bell rings out. He offloads the Duffy, drops it cold. Harrison picks it up, races off. Walsh chasing. Nobody ever talks about this, the effort from Walsh here. He does score the try.
Yeah.
Even with the presence of Walsh, but it's called back. And now, surprising for me that they played advantage. I don't claim to know all the fucking rules, but I assume that the reason we had 6 agains was to get rid of the advantage. I didn't think that it happened. It was like, righto, 6 again. You fucked it up. Well, give it to somebody else, sort of thing. But they play it. Cool. Happy. Do you want to say anything about that one, mate?
I have no idea why they play the advantage. Like, if
I like it,
but I mean, they called it offside. Like, if you're offside.
Yeah. It was a 6 again. No.
Yeah, but he called it a 6 again offside.
Oh, right.
Inside the 10. That's what it was called for. So I don't understand why. Okay, so like they call it for inside the 10. So when the ball was dropped, that should have been whistle blown because the infringement was here. That's why Duffy dropped the ball, I believe. He wasn't
right.
He was looking at the advantages in, well, they're offside. If I can get this quickly out to the left, we've got an advantage here. So when he dropped it, it should have been penalty, like stop, penalty, use rule offside, because that's what the 6 again was for, you know what I mean? Like it's not as if it was a ruck infringement and then they continued to play and then dropped the ball, because if it was a ruck infringement and then we dropped the ball, they would have got the ball and it would have been play on.
Right, okay.
But it was because it was offside, the players were, the defense was in a position they shouldn't have been in anyway.
Yeah, okay, right.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you then. Well, that was good call then.
Sorry to go all Gus Gould on you there, son.
That's right, mate. 37th minute.
Fucks Philip Sammy.
Takes a nothing run. In the Titans' end, wrong foot's Ben Hunt. Goes straight between him and Semu. Semu. Comes to Walsh, wrong foot's him, and just races around him.
Yeah.
Campbell does not convert, though, so it's 12-10. Thoughts on that one, mate?
That was it was Ben Hunt's fault.
What the fuck, mate?
What the fuck, yeah. A set line.
Yeah.
Good footwork, but it was barely footwork in front of a set line. Vaha, a tiny bit to blame, but Benny Hunt should have at least stopped him some sort, because Anyway, you're not going to find bigger fans of Benny Hunt. We're trying to build him a fucking statue in life size, in grandiose form in the fucking South Burnett. But, yeah, that was definitely a Hunty miss because, you know, Brandy again's like, oh, yeah, VAR did cover on the inside. It's like, Jesus Christ, how far across does, like, how much of a miss does it have to be for Benny for it to be someone else's fault? You know what I mean?
He was running at Ben Hunt.
Yeah, but running to the outside shoulder of Ben Hunt and then come to the inside.
Yeah.
VAR's worried about what's onside. Anyway, like, I don't know. It was a fucking terrible miss.
I'm just looking here at Hunt's stats. 32 tackles he made, and he missed 3. So they didn't even count it as an ineffective. He just
really?
completely missed it.
Just a
Yeah.
miss. Just a miss.
And
yeah.
I mean that's probably what you're looking for there. You're looking for an ineffective tackle that gets VAR enough chance to get over to get him.
and just like slow him down because it barely even fucking broke his stride.
I would have loved him to slow down so that VAR had a good shot on him side on. Boom! I'm gonna break them ribs.
I believe that's Mr. Goulbourse.
That's when we see Walsh in a very vocal exchange with Goz. While they're waiting in the in-goal area there. Renault is kicking off, is what I've got a note here. So that cork that Walsh got, obviously taking its toll.
Yes.
One-on-one strip, regathered by the Titans, end of the half. Put that away. Put it to bed. Samo had come on for Willison in the 34th minute during that. So the first half, we are 12, they are 10. Unsure of what to think of at this point, is what I've written. Titans are playing Titans footy, and the Broncos are playing like a team trying to hit KPIs, was my vibe. Like, we need to get through our sets, we need to get to this, we need to do whatever. That's how I thought that they were playing. I did write there, I wonder what Madge said at halftime, and I got the notes here. He said, forget about the 2 tries from the Titans. They are not reflection of the way that the Broncos are playing, which I agree.
Yes.
And Walsh had a glute problem, just a cork, just as what you picked up there. So, mate, what are your thoughts on that first half?
Well, the same. Like, I don't think it was panic stations, but when, this is our 5th loss in a row. So when you've lost 4 after just coming off a loss from the fucking Dragons, like the Curtis Moran try was the luckiest fucking thing that's ever happened, right?
Yeah.
And then Philip Sammy beats Hunty, all ends up. But it wasn't like a structural
correct.
collapse of our defensive systems. So it's like 2 mini mistakes led to their only points. Other than that, we weren't great, but we were 12-0 up. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know what. Like, I can understand, but I can only put it down to lack of confidence, and because we lost a few games in a row where we actually go into a halftime panicking at that, where we should have been like, boys, if we didn't make 2 fuck-uppers in that half, we could essentially be 12-0 or more up here. So let's just calm down. These are the 2 fundamental things that went wrong. Yous aren't going to make those mistakes again. Let's do the same things we need to do. We need to get more direct, blah, blah, blah. Hindsight's a great thing, but when you actually look at the game, you go, well, 1 try probably shouldn't have, that was arsey as fuck. And the other one was a good try, but I mean, it's not a structural breakdown. So why panic? Why not just keep going the way we're going? Is that what you were sort of thinking, mate?
Yeah, that's like, it was the Titans were scoring through Titans footy. Just that shit, they can do it on a dime sort of thing. They love it, but a bit of backyard footy sort of stuff. And then the Broncos just looked like they were trying to get some confidence back.
Yeah,
like, let's just get down there, complete sets, run 3 props up, spin it, see what happens, get to our kick, do that sort of thing. So anyway, a little bit of stat there. Anderson had the most runs with 11. Karapani had 107 metres. Walshy not far behind with 100. Post-contact was Haas with 41. What other standouts we have here? Tackle breaks, Walsh, 5.
Yeah.
He's doing Walsh stuff.
And like even in our group chats, our rival group chats, Walsh is quiet, and you hit back with like first half 100 meters. I think it was 104 meters, 5 line breaks, 5 tackle breaks, and a line break assist. Was like, calm down a little bit. Like one bad, but anyway.
Willison, 31 tackles, 0 miss, 0 ineffective.
Another one. I think we will definitely get to at the end of this review, but Xavier Willison, like
beast.
Love you, bro.
Missed tackles, Pakesy and Piakura had 3 each. Arthur's with the 2 errors, but that's
I'm not blaming Pakesy. He's a fucking gun. He makes a lot more.
52% possession, and it pretty much stays that way the whole way too.
Yeah.
Righto, second half, we'll get into it. Titans kick off. First 20. Va'a with one of the great kick returns and fucking irons out Chris Randall. Now, I did mention at the start that Duffy got done for a HIA. He left immediately, got his thing done, right? Chris Randall got knocked to space, had a blood cut above his eye, stays on for 10 minutes, goes off and fails a HIA. I'm sorry, but now we're getting into areas of what the fuck is the independent doctor doing? I'm not, like, Titans, whatever, like, they're not going to want to bring him off voluntarily or whatever. I get that, right? But there is a duty of care that they probably should. But the independent doctor, are you serious? He was on for nearly as long as what it would have taken him to fail that HIA.
It's a fucking joke.
Yeah.
Like, if we're going to be pretending that we're going to take this whole head knot thing seriously, like, blind Freddy, like, we can all see. Like, did they not think that we can all see the fucking footage? Like, look what happened to Duffy, right? Duffy got his head in the wrong spot, caught a hip, went down, sort of, and stunned him, whatever. Straight off.
Yep. And he said as Duffy came off, he's like, nah, I'm good. Like, I'm good. And he goes and does the test.
Anyone that's been in sort of that sort of game knows there's a difference between getting fucking jammed and, like, you get stunned, but you're not actually knocked the fuck out and getting actually knocked the fuck out. But the optics of what happened to Randall is so much worse. And it's like, independent doctors should be like, bruh, I don't care if you feel fine. You're coming off. Come off now. You'll get your 10 minutes and we'll fucking throw you back on if you're fine. But, like, what I don't understand is, what are these independent doctors thinking if he gets hit again in the period between then and when they pull him off, and he gets like a double concussion, has a fucking aneurysm down the Rhine, and his attorney,
because it's not like we haven't seen that before.
Exactly, and like his attorney 30 years down the fucking track goes, oh, well, look at all this footage we have. He got hit here and he got hit here, and you didn't pull him off the fall, so NRL's capable. It's like, oh, I don't know. I think it's so fucking dumb. Just pull him off.
Absolutely crazy. Yep.
And sorry.
But
the only thing I think that could be changed is, instead of the 15-minute head concussion protocol, if they're a category 2, could be 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Just change that part. Like, if they're category 1, they're out. But if they're category 2, you have an option of a 5-minute. Like, if you can get through all your fucking tests in 5 minutes, bang, you can go back on. Like, we don't need to fuck around for 15 minutes, because 15 minutes is a long time, especially in rugby league.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I just couldn't believe that. I was like, oh, he's going off for sure. And then no, he's staying on. Okay. You know, like, I'm okay with it. Sure. Like, okay, whatever. Yeah. And then he, oh, no, he is going off. Oh, no, he did fail it. What the fuck?
Yeah. Like, we went a long way around to get to where we should have been at the start.
Yeah. So then I start to get a bit concerned for poor old Chris. But anyway, it is what it is.
Exactly. Concerned.
31% of the territory at the start. The second half for the Titans. So, you know, Broncos dominating, if you could say that. Arthurs and Walsh have a thing about getting the ball to Karapani, because, again, they just zip it across field from a fifth tackle kick. Hunt takes a run, maybe they seen that the Titans don't run up in line.
Yeah, there might be a bit of a video there.
Yeah, maybe they seen that. Hunt takes a run out of dummy half, short balls to the smallest kid on the field, Duffy, who gets creased. I was like, props off to you, Duffy, but what the fuck are you doing there?
Wrong dude.
Set for set stuff then for about 6 minutes. I think there's like 4 sets each.
Yeah.
Where it's just mistake free, no penalties. We just get into our kicks, kicking away, coming back. That deadlock is broken by Jaden Campbell. 48th minute there. Khalees Haas going to have a bit of banter with the brother today. He gets an offload away that puts Brimson through a line break. Brimo doesn't need a second fucking invitation for that sort of shit. He gets an offload away to Jaden. Jaden, just too much space in front of him, slides away for a try. He does convert his own try there. Now it's 12-16. Thoughts, mate? 48th minute.
The first time the fucking Titans have put that sort of a play together all year against us. Like that. That's just a lay down was there. Like we know the Titans got this footy in them. Like
yeah.
The names in this sequence,
Yeah.
Jaden Campbell, Brimo,
Khalees
Haas, like they're fucking guns. Like NRL, we all sleep on them, but fuck me dead. If they put it together, they can beat anyone. So, and like this was not expected, but I mean, I'm not even angry at that try because it's a fucking good try by good players. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
You're going to cop
second
that.
phase footy like that with those players will trouble a lot of teams. So.
A lot of teams.
Anyway, I was like, fuck, of course they strike back the first,
exactly.
first chance. And then Campbell goes and puts a hit on Piakura, which was impressive. That was a good hit too.
Very much so, impressive.
Hunt tries for a 40-20, just misses.
Yeah.
Props for trying. Then there is a great defensive set from us because the Titans actually turn it on. There's a set there where they run some plays and some shape, which is elite stuff. We don't panic. We don't trip over ourselves. We actually shut it down very well.
Yes.
I thought that was good. We get the ball back. There's a turnover and everything, and good. We survive there. Then there's a massive torpy kick. I believe Renault kicks it. It's allowed to bounce. And, I love the torpy kick. But you want the players to go and catch it, don't you? You just want them to fuck it up and drop the ball rather than risk it. But anyway, it runs over the dead ball line. They get a 7-tackle set. This is about the time I've written a note here. Kinney is making me nervous because I'm just watching him sniff around everywhere.
And you see that kick especially, and this is like the mindset of Keanu Kinney compared to most. The ball's going to bounce where it's going to bounce. He sets off back towards the Broncos, defensive line, chase, pretty much, just in case that ball bounces the wrong way back to Once again, a fucking unlucky play. No one got to the ball. It bounces 25 meters to go dead. It's like you couldn't just sit up, you motherfucker. Calm down.
Couldn't duck off to the side and hit a fucking goalpost or something.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so a great kick unrewarded.
Yeah, that's it. Jaden Campbell then though, 48th minute. Oh, I've got the same fucking minute there. Let me just fix my fuck up there, Thoroughbreds. Jaden Campbell, 53rd minute. Apologies. He holds the ball, runs, beats Katoni, who grabs him by the curtails. When Staggs is thrown off, all he can see in front of him is space, fucking too much speed. Accelerates, gets a try down. He converts his own try again. Now it's 12-22. How's the nerves now?
Shot to shit. And even this try, exactly, the cover was there, right, for what should have happened. If he breaks out of the tackle from Katoni cleanly, Walshy and Haas, of all people, Payne fucking chasing back the iRobot himself. But I mean, the cover was there, right, for him and his winger in the corner. The way, and I know this is hard to explain, this is going to sound as salty and weird as fuck, but the way he got flung around, literally flung him into space, that made it the cover was covering for normal movement of a football player.
Yeah.
The slinging arounds slung him back inside them, and yes, unfortunately, there wasn't enough backup for Broncos to come big chasing from the inside, which is concerning. But I mean, players that should have been there were there, and he got wrong-footed. Fuck me, it was just you're starting to see that. Yeah, we're not going to go real well tonight, boys.
Yeah, the gods are against us.
Yeah,
we've got some
gods
more.
must be crazy.
That's it. We've got some more repenting to do before we can get back on.
Yeah.
After that, there isn't a moment there where Hunt goes low on Cleese Haas. Goss goes over the top. Goss comes off a bit second best. I thought he was going to have to go off, but he stayed on the field.
He wasn't good.
No. Then we get a great run off a scrum for Duffy to Walsh with a little half break.
Yep.
Die with the tackle. It's all fucking, we from that scrum play, the Broncos run some ball towards the posts in the centre. I think we get a Payne Haas that runs it through. Then we spin it right. Duffy, great ball to Arthurs. Way too much space in front of him. Goes over. Duffy had 2 serious involvements in that set of 6. 4 minutes later, he's subbed off for Mam.
Yeah.
Reno doesn't convert that. We're looking at 16-22. Mate, I'll get your thoughts on that. But, I don't agree with bringing Mam back on. Duffy was getting warm to me.
Mate, I'm so with you. I said it in the group chat to you during the game. I was like, Jesus, Reno did not have a hand in this whole set. And look what Duffy's put on here. Duffy had him so shot to shit, right, that if he picked Stags or Arthurs, either of them was going to score. There is zero chance that Katoni was going to fuck up what was in front of him, but the ball was Walshy to Arthurs. So it was just lay down, was there, walk over the line, score the try. So, yeah, Tom Duffy, mate. Why is it that we're so keen to get Mam on after what's just happened? I don't know. Oh, fuck if I know. And I hate to doubt any of the people that have taken us here because we know that we've got the bronzeware in the trophy cabinet, right? But fuck, he just laid down one of the great sets for us to get us back into the game and iced the moment that we needed him to ice. And this is how we reward him? I don't know.
I don't like it, but I have a feeling that man may not even be on the team sheet.
It could be too. Yes,
this week. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And I have a note here. We have all the small men on the field again.
Yes.
We have Reno, Pakes, Hunt, and Mam.
This is the part. Sorry, this is the part that fucking frustrates me. Is we finish the game with an interchange up our sleeve. We pull Duffy off after doing what he does to put Mam on. When we've got all the little boys on, what the fuck is that about? Anyway.
Because, our big bop, Ben Hunt played 47 minutes. Tolty got 30 minutes. Barr only got 17. Ezra got 35. We left Ublex Safar on the bench again.
Yeah.
Jack Oz played 73. Willison 63. Piakura 80. Haas 80. Ricky 33.
Why is Haas playing 80 again?
I know.
Give him 10 minutes for fuck's sake.
Yep.
Anyway,
we move on to the final 20 of the second half. Campbell tried to put another hit on, a bit worse for wear on the old Arthurs there, who news broke today that the Titans had pulled a $600K contract because they were getting sick of the delay, I guess you could say. But I mean, good on the Titans, standing their ground. I just hope that means that we can keep Arthurs, but it may be that he goes to Japan Rugby now.
Yes.
Anyway.
12 months before he goes back to bloody PNG.
Yeah. Karapani with a break from a line break assist from Walsh. 5th tackle, though, Ezra Grubbers for himself. Now, there's a high shot on Mam. I can't remember if I wrote that note because that's where we did the captain's challenge. And that's the precedent where I was worried. I'm like, here we fucking go. Like, you need to be aware now that if we do the same thing, we're going to get pinged for that. But anyway, an unforced error from a forward pass from the Titans. So Broncos ball. Willison with a great run. Walsh tries to his cutout ball to Arthur's. They manage to cling him in. Piakura then goes close for a try.
So close.
No go there. Captain's challenge from Broncos for a touch in play, meaning 6 again. Unsuccessful, but possible hip drop. I thought high tackle. Turns out, fuck the Broncos. It's a Titans play the ball. And it did seem to fire them up because the Titans only made 32 meters in that set. So that was a bit, I don't know, mate, what's your thoughts there?
When the captain's challenge went up, right, I thought 100% it was for the high. I thought they're just throwing us out here because Keanu Kenny hits him in the face. And I thought, oh, well, they're just throwing the captain challenge up because they might miss the touch, but they know that there's a high shot. And he's like literally nearly falling over the line, so they're going to get a penalty out of it. Anyway, as I said in the green room, my internet was dropping in and out at the place we were at, so I was watching it on the TV, and then it'd just drop out fucking randomly. So I'm quickly getting KO on my phone, and in that period, I'm looking at my phone after it dropped out on the TV, and they're talking about a hip drop, and I'm like, oh shit, okay, and it looked like a hip drop to me, and I was like, oh well, they might get a penalty out of that, but even if they don't, they're definitely going to get a high shot. And I cleared the hip drop. We're just moving to high contact. Watched both of the Titans players hit Piakura in the face. And then they say, cleared high contact. And I almost threw something through my father-in-law's fucking wall. Like, I don't know. And it's all about consistency, right? Every other fucking time that there's incidental head-eye contact in a captain's challenge, there's a penalty awarded. Like literally every single other fucking time. And then it's us. And like, even if I agree that it was incidental, and even if I agree that probably doesn't deserve a penalty, why is it the one time that I agree with you, it's fucking when it's us that have the worst penalty record in the competition? Anyway, I hate it so much. It should have been a fucking penalty for the hip drop. It should have been a penalty for the hit in the face. It was in a try-scoring motion. Oh, I don't know. What annoys the fuck out of me is if he had his arm outstretched and was about to put the ball down and the ball come free and then they seen the same vision of that hitting him in the face, it would have been a penalty at least. Like, I just don't understand the consistency part of it.
What you're missing there, mate, is that we are now past Origin 1 and all rules that applied to the rounds prior are out the window.
Yeah, go on. Exactly. We're in the great reset.
Yeah. Va'a, it came up in the commentary that Va'a apparently had been sent to the hospital for chest issues.
Not another one.
Yeah, and I just tried to do a bit of a Google there, but nothing's come out. Like I can't find any information on it. So hopefully he's all right. Hopefully that's be why he only played 17 minutes. Fifth tackle kick from Keeney there, deemed to have been knocked on after an Anderson challenge, scrum 10 out. I think that was a Cooper Bye knock on there. Scrum 10 minutes out, shit first tackle is all I've written there, so fucks me what that was about.
I see that in those shit first tackle.
I'm pretty sure we did nothing with it. We just ran one for the sake of running one. So
yeah.
Then 56th minute, Grant Anderson getting rewarded. Reynolds drops Piakura back inside. Brennan accelerates through a gap, and as he is falling, offloads to a steaming Grant Anderson. Crashes over for a try. It was a fucking great set of hands from Piakura. Great set of hands from Anderson. Really good stuff. Reynolds converts. It's now 22 all. Thoughts on that one, mate?
Oh, it's one of the great offloads.
Yeah.
Like in a game
good.
that we're gonna wash over because we lost it. This is a great moment from one of our up and coming talents.
Yeah.
Like they
Can't
said in the
really say up
commentary.
and coming now.
No, but
He's been there.
as in about
Uh,
to be like one of the best in the league is what
Yeah,
when I say
hopefully.
that, like I want him to be in the same realms as like your Liam Martins, your Hudson Youngs, like as when they
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
about
yeah.
second rowers, he's got that sort of X factor. And
Yep.
like for Brandon to give a Bronco a compliment, saying he was one of the best offloads he's seen from being Nelly on the ground, all of that's great. Grant Anderson had to be in the picture and still had to catch the ball to put that ball over the ground. So
Yep.
once again, Grant Anderson's one of those players that fuck.
You can see why we signed him, even though it was confusing back then. And then you can see why the Warriors were like, "Well, we'll take him."
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then like,
yeah,
we would have been like, "Oh, do you want Jesse? Do you want fucking Verhoeven? Do you want Tulakosa?" Like, no, him. And
yeah,
it's like now you're seeing it and you're like, fuck.
yeah. Set after the points, we make 63 meters, and I was like, "Yes, let's
We're
fucking
back.
go."
Yeah.
And then it goes back to a bit of grindy footy. And the last time I said, I think I sent it to the chat, "Oh, this is really good grindy footy." Bang, Campbell scores. I'm like, I fucking don't like this. We're going to get outground by the fucking Gold Coast Titans here.
Yeah, I know.
Now, we get a couple of good sets of plays here. So Hunt and Renault drive Campbell back. Then there's a charge down from Willison. It's ruled a knock on by Titans challenge. They failed that. Little dive by Pakes on the last tackle, I believe. He doesn't get over. Then
we need to score on that set.
Yeah. Then they throw it back to Renault for the fifth tackle. He slots a field goal. That's his 28th field goal for the little general as well.
Ridiculous.
And I've written here, I hate it. 6 minutes out and only 1 point in it. I fucking, like, it's not, that to me, 1 point, I know why we did it. Let's just get some points and get the fuck down that edge. But like, and I'm not shitting on the team here for doing it at all. It's just my personal, I'm like, that doesn't put pressure on them at all. They're like 1 point, who gives a shit? Like we could do what Sammy did in 30 seconds at school. But they would have known that as well. So just get the point and get the fuck out of there. We'll start again. They go short. Staggs cleans it up. Willison just starts to come into his own again. P. Ricky playing his best game for us, possibly. He does it. He's back on and he's doing some good things. Now, the little general just trying to close out the game, just really fucking trying to grab the reins, if you will, here. Little chip kick in, traps, it's perfectly weighted. Sammy grabs it. It's right in the corner, right on the sideline. Nearly goes out when he falls to the ground. Then after that, Fermor tries to take a bit of a run, and they push him back into in goal.
Yeah.
They got to like this is excellent from everyone. They go short. It's batted back. Hunt tackles the Titans near the try line. The crowd is really getting into it as well. And the Titans end up making about 30 meters. We do all that. We get so fucking excited. There's 4 minutes to go. Nothing is happening like I just said, they made 30 meters. That's it. And then Kinney
from their fucking 2 meter line.
From their 2 meter line. And then Kinney rears his head. He chips ahead for himself and then plays a game of chicken with Reese. Unfortunately, he wins and takes the cleanest regather I have. The only thing, and it belongs to another Titan, the only thing I've seen cleaner than that was Anthony Don. No, it wasn't Anthony Don.
David Mead.
Down the sideline, puts his hand out, bounces straight into it, boom, puts it down. That's the only time I've seen anything
Titans
cleaner.
Have the two best ever.
He races down, fucking everyone trying to chase. Converts. It's 23-28. Wind out of the sails. What's your thoughts, mate?
Fucking wind out of the sails, right? And like I'm as a Broncos thoroughbred fucking through and through. I keep watching that moment as they keep replaying it, looking for like, he knocked it on.
He's got a touch there.
It's like, nah. That's just one of them freaky fucking, and it's Keanu Kenny, right? Like the kid has this in him.
Yeah.
And you're like,
he can play for Queensland
how
too.
fucking salty do I have to be before I just acknowledge that is what like we have done, or players around like that is something that we have done before. Katoni's done it to the Dolphins, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck.
Yeah.
And all the haters coming for Reece. Oh, Reece should have done shit, blah 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 blah. The ball had to move 0.28 of a fucking inch away from Kenny, and Reece probably scores at the other end. Like, it's just the way the ball and the bounces, it hits his arm, he traps it against his hip in one motion. It's just unstoppable. And
yeah.
I think, like you said in the pre-warm up to this podcast, people need to pay Kenny for the fucking amazing try that is, more than they need to bag Walsh out, I think.
Yeah. 100%. Look. Anyway, I was like, we could still do it. We got 4 minutes.
We can, definitely.
We go short on the kickoff. Unfortunately, it goes out. I believe we touched it as well.
We cannot do short.
Nah. If we do start going short, it needs to look like we actually practice it.
Yeah, exactly.
People need to be in their positions and whatnot. So anyway, that doesn't work. Then within less than a minute to go, there's a left side raid. Sees Anderson. So I believe it goes Ezra, Walsh. Walsh does a quick chip on. Anderson, great hands, straight at the Karapani.
Yep.
He gets a line break. Karapani banana kicks it back in field. There's a bit of a jostle between Reece and Ezra at this point, but Reece gets it cleanly. He's tackled. He dies with the ball. Good shit. Ezra's that dummy half. Fucking, and I truly, and I want to be in the camp that if he had his moment again, he would not make the same decision. He goes to the short side. Hats off again to Anderson. This is purely off the cuff. This cannot be a set play. It's purely off the cuff. He is pushing up. Ezra puts a chip through. I don't know if it's for himself or if he knew that Anderson was there. He tries. Titans batted over the dead ball line. It's 30 seconds ago. They can see it out because they've got a shot clock for the drop goal. But when you zoom out and you've got 11 Titans to the left of the goalposts and you've only got 2 on the other side and we have a full back line set, ready to go, mate, we just let and Renault's got to kick it. I understand that. He has to kick it to win. But, fuck, mate. I believe he lost the game then, unfortunately. And he will cop a lot of shit. He's already copping it for this week. I don't know what the answer is. I don't know how Madge takes that as well. How does he approach that with Ezra? Because there will be a discussion. I was a bit salty. We put up a reel last night, having a bit of a piss take, everyone's thoughts in the moment. And I nearly put in the caption, enjoy the video session or something on that one. And I was like, nah, I'm not out there. I'm not fucking 80 mintes deep into a footy game and trying to win it and blah, blah, blah. But I mean, he would have been getting a call. And anyone knows that when you run a play like that in NRL, the chances are you've stripped them absolutely for fucking numbers on the opposite edge and just spin it out there.
And I think the worst thing that's really working against Ezra is that I think he was going to try and dive over himself.
Yeah.
And the kick was an afterthought, and he was very lucky that Anderson was even within cooey of it. And I'm not blaming it all on Ezra because at the end of the day, we shouldn't have been in that position. However, our game management position, the good players in the game, when you see the players that created the line break, you had Hunt, Ezra, Walsh, Karapani, Anderson, and all of that happened on that edge. doesn't that just naturally flick into your head to go, well, we've created a fuck ton of fucking momentum down here. Surely we go to everyone else on the field, which is anyway. It's
I'm not gonna. I don't
fucked.
like that. I don't like that whole. Oh, you shouldn't be in the position, but that just takes everything away from the Titans. It's like, well, what do you
true.
mean? What
Yeah,
do you
I
mean?
know.
We should have been 40-0 up against the Titans. Like, yeah, we should. Maybe we should have. But the Titans did play really good footy. Like, I'm not having a go at you. I'm just saying, like, when I see that comment, like, well, you shouldn't be blaming Ezra because you shouldn't have been in that position. Well, hang on. It's a game of footy. You will be in that position.
And you're dead right. And what I mean by we shouldn't have been in that position is that, like, we fucked up so many opportunities and they scored that stupid try when Gajeski knocked it back. It's like, you know, there's a million things that can happen up to this, but like you said, you are in that position though.
Yeah.
That's the difference. Like, you are in that position and you are a professional rugby league player. And
he would have played that so many times in his life.
And I have no fucking idea what was going through your head to pick that ball up and run short. I still like what
I do. Mate,
glory.
that's the glory. And that's like, where you're going to drop me. I had to come back on and I won the game for you. Like, honestly, I think that's the mindset of it all. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not fucking in Ezra's head, but that's what it looks like.
It does look like that's so bad.
And that's why he's going to cop it for the week.
Oh, video sesh.
Anyway, that's the game. Done and dusted.
That's the game. Okay, now quickly get into the voicemail because it needs to be said after that.
I don't have much to say on that. I've just got the fact about Shiba not probably getting back in with the way Anderson's going.
100% with you.
And other than that, I got no words. But let's give a listen to what Stu thought. Now, this is 2 minutes, Thoroughbred, so buckle up.
Yeah, this you got to remember, Thoroughbreds. This is directly after what we've just talked about with Ezra. It needs context because it's fucking hilarious. It's good.
Much to my better judgment, I decided to watch the game. And unfortunately, my pants are still on. What a weak bunch of cunts. Like, seriously. No wonder Paynehaas is leaving. This team is full of weak pricks who do not have a crack. And once again, they've been left hanging in the breeze like an empty sack of balls. Fuck them. Are you telling me that we've shown up in that fucking black mental health jersey like it means something, and there's people out there that want to throw themselves in a fucking train, and we've lost to the Gold Coast fucking Titans? I thought I'd have my pants off. But no, I'm here with my shirt off. I've thrown it off in disgust because you cunts didn't fucking Gold Coast Titans. That is the worst of the worst. Seriously. You might as well piss yourself. Shit yourself even. I don't give a fuck. Fake eyelashes, fake tan, it's all fake. 2025 premiership, as far as I'm concerned, was a fucking accident. We didn't mean to win that. We just did because Reece Walsh decided to be a footballer. Because at the moment, he's not a footballer. He's fucking hanging around like a fucking loose bag of balls with nothing in him. Sucks. I hate it. I'm sick of it. Fucking man up, cunts!
I think a lot of people were feeling the same way.
And this is why I love Thoroughbreds. Please, with all my heart, say what you want in the voicemails, because that is me, that is you, that is Brito, that is Langers, that is the Gronk, that is everyone. Like, the emotional the emotional dump that happens, right? When you go through a process like that. And I honestly think this is the sort of shit that needs to be played to the players, right? Because they have to remember and this is why I get so frustrated when we have losses like this and losses like last week where you just don't think that there's like 100% effort going in. It's like there are thoroughbreds out there that are literally living and dying by the fucking by the weekend, right? Like, and they don't even play the fucking game. They just want they just are supporters of the game and they feel this passionately about it. If you can like inject a little bit of stew into those players, like that raw emotional energy that Stu's got right there, calling them motherfuckers and nutsacks in the breeze, and like put that into the Broncos at about the 65th minute mark, we win by 40. Like I'm telling you, and I think that's what the like clubs need to realize is that it's bigger than like there's so much like it, and coaches when they're doing their motivational stuff is like. There are dudes out there that fucking live by this shit, you know. Like, so when it gets a little bit hard, just remember, Stu's out there, fucking running amok for you boys.
Stu's out there. He wants to be pantless, but he's shirtless
he wants to be pantless,
instead.
and he's shirtless instead. Yeah,
so
that should be
there.
on the whiteboard.
Yeah,
Stu is shirtless, not pantless.
Yeah. You need to get Stu an indecent exposure ticket if you give a fuck about this team.
It's so good.
Excellent. Love it. Thanks, Stu.
Good on you, Stu.
I know.
Keep him coming, mate.
At least we know he listens to the podcast because I think last week I said about the pants off thing. So
yeah, perfect.
He's a good one. All right. That's it. We're done and dusted. Fucking let's just whatever. That's in the past. Let's look forward to going up against Wayne Bennett next week.
No, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
as if
that
we
doesn't
haven't got
scare the fuck out of me at all. But before we do that, we'll do a Hotshot NRL Player of the Game, brought to you by Hotshot Fire Services. When it comes to protecting your business, you want a team that responds fast and gets the job done right, and that's exactly what you get with Hotshot Fire Services. From fire equipment installation and servicing to compliance and safety checks, they make sure you're covered when it matters the most. Just like a clutch player stepping up in the big moments, Hotshot Fire Services deliver when the pressure is on. Now, it's a little bit difficult to do the Hotshot Fire Services at this stage because we did have a Saturday game. So we need to revamp it a little bit. But you will see the actual Hotshot Fire Player of the Week on Wednesday when we put the graphic out. We'll wait for the voting to occur and be done and dusted. I can tell you the nominees, though. Haas, Willison, Piakura, and Jesse Arthurs were mentioned in all the comments. Piakura and Willison are currently going head-to-head on the socials. So if you haven't voted or put your comment down, head over there and make sure you get your player down. I'm going to go the early crow. I know Willison was solid, but I'll put Piakura down. He is a little bit ahead at the moment. It will be interesting to see if that keeps going through. He did have some errors. He did have some Piakura-like moments of like the bad Piakura, hurting himself, trying to fucking kill somebody, instances like that, bit of drop ball, whatever. But 80 minutes, 1 try for 4 points. He had 1 try assist, 1 line break, 1 line break assist, and 1 offload. So he was getting in amongst it. 18 runs for 150 meters, 56 post contact, 4 tackle breaks, 31 tackles. He had 5 missed and 1 ineffective, finished with 84% efficiency, and he had 1 error, 1 handling error, and 1 penalty. Like I said, very Brendan Piakura-like there. But the clutch moments, the try that he scored was great, got us on the board. That offload even got Brandy up and about, Anderson pushing up and whatnot. And then some of the shots and some of the defense that he did, 31 tackles is nothing to sniff at. So he was getting through his work. I've given it to Brendan Piakura, mate. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think Brendan needs his flowers when his flowers are due because we want him to be like this, and he is. And let's not forget Arama Howe, or Ho, or whatever they want to call him, was his opposite number to on the weekend, and he was or is like a super coach fucking dream for tackle breaks and line breaks and tries, whatever tries.
Yep.
And he was almost unheard of last night.
Mate, I'm going to be honest with you. I can't remember when they said the word how.
100%. So, Brendan done his job in defence, and he actually come up with the goods in attack. And the stats sometimes don't tell you the story of how many times he got the short balls, like a stiff short ball into the defence, but still held it and got a quick play of the ball that created space for someone else. You know what I mean? That drew in the half and a second rower. So, yeah, I think Brendan deserves his flowers for this game because this is what we want from him week in, week out.
Yeah.
Like, we know what you can do, Brendan. Like, we're not going to settle for subpar from now on because this is, as a premiership winning team, this is what you want. We're not settling for fucking quiet games now. This is what you got to do.
And Arama Ho, 74 minutes, 5 runs.
There you go.
43 metres, 17 post contact. He made 33 tackles, missed 2, ineffective 3.
So yeah, they weren't run. They weren't coming at Brendan's side whatsoever. So
two tackle breaks, but yeah.
So that in itself is good. What do you call it? Like good a mark of respect on Piakura's work on that edge.
Yeah, 100%. Fuck yeah. I think I had him on Supercoach, so no doubt he would have went shit.
Arama. I've got Brendan in my team and benched him, so that's good. He only scored 112.
There you go. 47 points is all that Ho scored, which is definitely down from what he
That's
can
low.
do.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, that's good. Hot Shots is done and dusted. Now we move on to the other pain in our ass, the Gronk. I'm gonna raw dog. I'm gonna raw dog this one with you, mate. Let's hear what he has to say for
Let's roll me in.
If it wants to play.
Yeah, boys, quick overview of our two games. Cows completely outclassed by a much better outfit. Finns are they're obviously going to be, well, looks to be, the dominant force holding the torch for Queensland teams this year. They look good. And you know what? I'm so happy for them. They've had all these injuries the last couple of years, and it'll be bloody great to see them actually make the finals and see what they can do. You guys, well, you were out enthused by a fucking bottom feeder, alarming stuff, ding, 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 and it's not the 6 again bell, it's the fucking alarm bells. But one thing I'll say, out of all of this, my mind goes back to Billy Slater. How the fuck are we just going to, as a state, let him get away with picking those two Broncos in the fucking extended squad? I know you know who I'm talking about. One of them's been completely fucking axed from the team altogether, deemed not good enough to play, and the other one can't fucking count, as we saw on the last play of the game. So I'm watching you, Billy. Been watching you for a while, mate. So yeah, you might have everyone fooled, but not me. Old Gronky's got an eye
on you. What a fucking dog, eh?
That's a wild salvo to throw. And like Billy Slater was like a sin bin, like not a sin bin, a fucking send off away from pumping New South Wales at home. And the Gronk's just fucking aiming at him because of Ezra, man. Drive by. But, and then, all honestly, he is not wrong.
No.
Like, especially with the Dolphins. I'm 100%. I love the Dolphins being good. Hate that they're better than us at the moment, but I want to throw something out there to all the thoroughbreds and all the rugby league universe. Realistically, if the Penrith Panthers were to play to the best of their ability, there are 2 teams that could beat them. Literally in the comp. There are 2 teams that can beat them. There's us, if we play the best. Like, we have to play what we did last year, but we still have the same team. So we, like, logically have a chance of doing that. And there's the Dolphins. The Dolphins have that attack and speed and Katoa, really.
Yeah.
Like, literally the only fucking teams that can beat them cunts. Like Melbourne.
Cobbo's in a mood.
Oh, bro. Fucking hell.
Isn't he?
But, like, Melbourne has that too, but at the moment, you couldn't say that they could beat Penrith. There are literally 2 teams that could probably beat Penrith, and we have to be the best that we've ever been. And that's us. And we can do it. We've done it. Like literally, we've done it as a team. So thank you very much, NRL. Like, we've done that before, and you can fucking pay us later for stopping them from winning the comp last year. And it's like the Dolphins that have that, like, weird fucking shot. Like, they have this attack that can come at you from anywhere, sort of bullshit that could disrupt them.
I'd love a fully fit Dolphins team. I'd love to see what Christian Wolf could do if they do make the finals.
Fuck yes. Me too.
I reckon they'd you'd be nervous. There's no way you would go into that game confident.
No, and you sit there, you sit there thinking you're doing really well with a Trey Fuller on a 6-man bench, like you're 12 up with 10 to go, and then they throw Trey Fuller on, just fucking annoying your forwards through the middle. Like, no fucking way. And this is the thing, we got to talk about our teams fully firing on all cylinders.
Yeah.
Like, I can't see other teams beating Penrith. Yeah. Firing on full cylinders, like the best of the best that they've got. Melbourne's okay, but at the best of the best they got, they haven't got the second rows. They haven't got the team to really do it at the moment. Souths are pretty good, but same thing. They fall down in the forwards.
Roosters as well.
Roosters
they'd be up there.
Roosters could, but they have to do everything perfectly.
Yeah. They got to go full walker ball.
Who is going to beat Penrith if not us? Like, and this is a serious question. We have to be the best, and we have not shown that. I'm not saying we will, and I'm not saying that we deserve to, but I'm saying we are there's only a very few teams that have the potential to do it.
I can't believe they put 68 points on the fucking Tigers. I know the Tigers have got some injuries, but holy shit.
Yeah, and nil.
Yeah. Well, good luck. Fuck me.
Good luck. Bye.
All right.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, men's injuries. Round 15 coming up. Dean Mariner, Corey Jensen, Billy Walters, Gamat Shibasaki expected back. Round 18. Patrick Carrigan, round 16. Deloise Hoyter will be coming back. He'll be available. Whether he gets a run or not, I'm not sure, but he will be back from that broken leg that he unfortunately suffered in Q Cup. Jordan Ricky and Antonio Verhoeven. So Verhoeven's got a shoulder issue. Obviously, Ricky went and got surgery, but they are to be confirmed with their return dates. I mean, we'd want Ricky back as soon as we can, I'm guessing, but so it's very interesting that they haven't thrown that up. Verhoeven, I mean, if it's a shoulder, just rest the lad. See you again next year, sort of thing. But thankfully, we got out of the game without any suspensions and without any injuries.
Yes.
I know that we lost Paddy last game and Gamat, obviously. But yeah, thankfully, no fucking injuries. Nothing to add to that list. We do take on the Rabbitohs Thursday, 7:50 p.m. at Accor Stadium. They have a 7-day turnaround. We have a 5-day. Boy, oh boy. I don't know. We've played them 43 times. We've had one draw. We've won 27, 63%. They've won 15 at 35%. Let me just check with the old ladder position to make sure that I've got that right. We are sitting 12th. Yucky. And they are sitting 8th.
Yeah.
They have 12 points. No. They have 16 points. We have 12. So we'll see. Before the round and currently at the moment, same odds before and after. $1.58 up against $2.39 for us, for the Broncos. The line is -4.5. The total points over under 51.5. Rabbitohs 1 to 12 paying $2.90. 13 plus paying $2.95. We Broncos 1 to 12 $3.45. 13 plus is $5.80. Make of that what you will.
What you will.
Last time we played the Rabbits last year, we put 60 on them.
Yeah.
That was when they fucking nearly couldn't even put out 17 men.
Exactly.
And the time before that, they beat us 22-14. Form guide, they just lost to Manly, lost to Fosbull. Happens to the best of us. Then they've had a loss to the Dolphins, a win over the Sharks, loss to the Knights, win over the Storm. We've obviously had the loss to the Titans, loss to the Dragons, loss to the Warriors, loss to the Seagulls, loss to the Roosters, win over the Bulldogs. Bulldogs are shit though, so yeah. Fuck. What do you reckon, mate?
I hate it. I hate it so much being at Bennett.
Yeah.
Like if it was just a Rabbitohs with like Demetrio, I'd be so much fucking more confident, but it's fucking Bennett.
And they got
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the cheese is back.
And we just lost to the fucking Titans. So let's not sugarcoat how we're going. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah.
I hate it so bad. This is like, I'd be so much more happy to go up against someone like the Roosters or even the Warriors or even like a top tier team, right? So Madge could go, cunts, this is where you've been at. You just need to step the fuck up or you're going to get absolutely humiliated, right? The fact that South have lost to Fosball this week, I think, like it's as if we've got another cop out, not another cop out, but it's like another game where it's like, oh no, well if we play well, you could win this game.
Yeah.
Instead of you have to fucking dig really deep to pull out a win here.
But and that's the Rabbitohs losing the Fosball too. Bennett will be like, righto, you just need to fucking.
Exactly.
You need to come back here.
And it's against us. Like, of all fucking people, we'd be like, and against Madge, who, oh, God. Anyway.
In other news, we aren't actually the worse off when it comes to premiership favourites. We're paying $26 currently. Teams above us that are worse, the Tigers, they've pounced out to $81. Jesus Christ. Cowboys are at 41. Yeah, sure, maybe. And then you've got teams like the Storm. What else we got? Knights 23, Sharks 23. Yeah.
The fact that so the Knights are 23.
Knights are $23.
What are the? What's Manly?
Manly, I don't even know where they are. $13.
See, that's the biggest turnaround ever.
Yeah.
Not long ago, they were like,
I've got them for the spoon.
I had them for the spoon, and we'll talk about this at the end of the year at the fucking. What do they call it? What do we call as the
old accountability?
Accountability. I think we both had them for the spoon.
I'm going to give $11 for the spoon.
I'm going to give us both a tick for the spoon because we couldn't have predicted that they fucking picked Foz to get him out of this fucking.
Yeah, they cheated and got rid of Seabold.
Exactly. If they had still a Seabold, they would have been fucking.
Well, yeah. So they're $13 to win the premiership, and they were $11 to win the spoon when I put that bet on. That's a massive turnaround.
That's a huge turnaround.
That's ridiculous.
And I heard it was even in the commentary the other night where they were saying like they could win the comp. And it's like, wow. It's not that long ago where we were fucking talking about spoon bowl here.
Yep, that's it. All right. That's us. We didn't do any best bets this week either, Thoroughbreds.
No,
if you are hanging out for that, I fucking forgot. I'm flat out at work. Clean forgot. Don't know if it'll be back this week. Don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see how we go.
We'll be back.
Yeah. Fucking send it.
We haven't got any of that 13+ money, so we've got to find it, come back somehow.
Let us know what your thoughts are. Make sure you're putting your comments in. Who's got the shittest take? Who do you agree with? Head over to the socials if you haven't already. If you're new here, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, Threads. We're on Spotify, Apple, YouTube.
Yep.
A like on our post costs you guys nothing. Comment gives us motivation. Hitting the favorite button also helps. Sharing our content introduces it to the new people. Get your voicemails in. Get your tips in. Make sure your Supercoach teams are going and traded heavy right. I'm trying to limp my way through Origin before I do any more trades. Bet responsibly, bet for fun and not for the rent. Keep pushing through and the black dog at arm's length. Be a contributor to society. Take those breaks for yourself when you need them. Remember, you matter, and that's all that matters.
All that matters.
Take it easy, guys. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, Thoroughbreds. We will live again.
Fuck.